Hello and welcome to this video presentation. My name is Paul Brett. I'm a Senior Software Support Analyst supporting the Transformation Extender product from IBM. The topic for this video is ITX version and detailed system requirements. Feel free to reach out to me on popular social media channels at Paul Brett IBM. In this practical demonstration, I will show how to determine the installed version, both from the GUI and the command line. Additionally, I will go to the link shown on screen for a detailed system requirements report and show some of the options available. First, I shall demonstrate how to get the version information using the GUI. For example, in Design Studio, if I fire up my Design Studio installation, you will note that on the splash screen it says version 10.1.1. However, that's not enough detail. When calling support, you need all four parts of the version information. So if you go into Help and then into About, you can see 10.1.1.1. So here I have version 10.1.1 with FixPack 1 applied. We also have the build number, which is also handy information to provide to support. If I fire up the command server here, from the Help menu I can also choose About. Here the information is a little bit truncated. We only have the first 3 digits, but we do have the build number, and the support team can usually determine which FixPack has been applied from the build number, assuming that no patches have been applied. Let's move to the command prompt and the DTX ver report. When you're in your Transformation Extender directory, if you run the DTX ver command, it gives you a version report of every DLL that it can recognize. As you can see, most of my DLLs are reporting 10.111 build 8. Now this information scrolling up the screen is all well and good, but occasionally it's handy to just pipe this information to a file so that you can send that file to support. And the way to do that is this. I've used the right pipe symbol and supplied a full path and file name, and when I press enter, the entire DTX ver report gets piped into this file. If I open this file, you will note that all the information that support needs is there. Moving on to Linux now. Here I have a PuTTY session to my Linux box. If I change to the ITX installation directory, I first need to run the setup script, and then I can change into the bin and then the libs directories and get a DTX ver report from both. As you can see, if I scroll back, the version that I've tried to use here for DTX ver is 10.1.0 and I have FixPack 2 applied. We're also showing build 11, which is the GA version of FixPack 2 for 10.1.0. You will note that not every file responds to the DTX ver command. Some of them say unknown version, but that's fine. The important ones that we look for are libcore API, which is the core engine, and libdstx xmlparser.so, which is the XML parser, for example. Now again, having this information scrolling across the screen is all well and good, but you might want to pipe this information to a file. So if I go back to the bin directory and run the command again, the first time I run it from bin, I'm going to pipe to a file called dtxver.txt. Then I change to libs, and I use the double pipe symbol to append the information to the same file. Let's change to the home directory and have a quick look at the file. Here's the file I created, dtxver.txt, and if I open that file in my editor, you can see it not only contains the information from the bin directory, but further down you will see the libs directory as well. There we go. So this is the file I would provide to IBM support. I've demonstrated these commands in Linux here, but the same would apply to the AIX platform. There are options on the ZOS platform for ZLinux, for USS, they are very much the same as these. There are also options within Batch and Kix to get this information. Once we have this version information, what can we do with it? Well, we can go to the Detailed System Requirements report and see what operating systems are supported for our version and what third-party software is supported. So let's do that now. Here we have my browser open where I've gone to the page that shows the Detailed System Requirements for Transformation Extender. The link that I've used is available in the notes. If we scroll down, all the versions that have been released recently are shown, as well as end-of-service versions going back all the way to 8.4.1. Some of these links no longer work as the versions are just too old, but for currently released software we can click on a version. Let's go for 10.1.0. We can scroll down, we can pick our platform, let's go for Linux, and then the report will be rendered. Using this drop-down box, we can either select the initial version, 10.1.0, or we can choose one of the fix packs that we have applied, for example, 10.1.02. Once we have picked the exact fix pack that we have, we can then have a look at the operating systems that are supported. For example, we can see that we can install on and run the product with Red Hat Enterprise Linux version 7, 8 and 9. SUSE Linux is also supported at version 12 and Ubuntu at 16.04. It's always worth checking the notes here just to see if there's any special requirements. There's nothing here for the platform. Let's move on to the third-party supported software. Click this tab here, and so for example if I click Databases, it jumps down to the Databases section, and I want to check whether Oracle 19c is supported. Yes, it's listed. I could also have an older version, Oracle 18c. However, both of these versions have notes with them. With 18c you need to have a minimum of 18.6, and for 19c you need to have a minimum of 19.3. In the product minimum here it's showing 10.1, so although at the beginning I chose FixPack 2, in theory if I was to choose the base version or FixPack 1 I should still get this same information. This may change depending on the drop down that I chose. Let's look at integrated software. Business integration. Let's have a look at IBM Sterling B2B Integrator. Here it mentions that version 6.0 and any future fix packs would be supported, 6.01 and any future fix packs, 02 and 03 as well as 6.1 and 6.11. Quite a lot of compatibility here, but it's worth looking at the notes that if you're going to use 6.11 you have to have FixPack 2 applied. Let's go back to the top and pick something else. Let's pick integration middleware. We get asked a lot about IBM Apt Connect Enterprise, or ACE. Here you can cross-check the version of ACE that is required. We support 11, and for some reason it lists 11 twice, one with FixPack 9 applied and one with FixPack 10. You will note that with 9 there's an operating system restriction here, and if you click View it'll tell you all about it. There's a lot to go through there, but there are the operating system restrictions for running with FixPack 9. For FixPack 10 it appears that there are no such restrictions. We also support ACE 12 here, but you will note there has to be a minimum of 12.01. Various other sections of this report are quite handy. We've been through database, business integration and integration middleware, but we've also got development tools, event management, message-oriented middleware such as MQ and JMS, and transaction servers and gateways. Feel free to produce your own report and browse all the details to your heart's content. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video presentation today. If you found the content interesting and informative, please hit that like button. Perhaps leave me a comment. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, as I release content such as this on a regular basis. Feel free to reach out to me on popular social media channels at Paul Brett IBM. Thank you.